All right, now it's time to talk about JPEGs. Perhaps the most fascinating out of all the rare sats categories is the JPEG, in part because its history is so shrouded in an aura of mystery and intrigue. The story behind why these sats have become so special goes something like this. On January 24th, 2010, an early Bitcoin adopter named Sabunir made a post that was most intriguing, and he did it on the legendary Bitcoin Talk forum. He was offering to sell his desktop PC's wallpaper background, a picture that was a JPEG, and he was only asking $1, which is worth 500 Bitcoin at the time. Initially, no one was willing to take him up on his offer to use Bitcoin as a currency. If someone did take him up on the offer, it would be the first real-world purchase using Bitcoin as a currency, so it would be pretty important. Incredibly, the history on this subject goes even deeper because Satoshi Nakamoto himself ended up posting on the thread, displaying his willingness to help out and clarify things. A full month went by and nothing happened, but then on February 24th, everything changed. The Bitcoin address that Sabunir had posted for his JPEG sale received 500 Bitcoin. Holy crap! This means that the first verifiable purchase using Bitcoin as a currency wasn't Laszlo Hanya's 10,000 Bitcoin pizza day sale. Or does it? I promised you some mystery and intrigue here, remember? Earlier on the day that Sabunir received those 500 Bitcoin, he also posted beforehand seeking donations using the same exact Bitcoin address. Once this was pointed out, naturally it created quite a bit of controversy, because now there was no way to know for sure what that payment was for. The only person that could tell us that would be Sabunir himself, and by now he was long gone. Tokenomics wise, 500 Bitcoin equals 50 billion JPEG sats. So it's 95% more scarce than its 10,000 Bitcoin pizza day counterpart. However, there's no such controversy around the pizza day sale. It made headlines around the world, and it's become so celebrated that it actually has its own dedicated holiday to honor the event. And thus, the JPEG Rare Sats are destined to hold value over the long term because there's a very real chance they represent something monumental in Bitcoin's history. Whether the lack of definitive closure around the subject either works in its favor or hinders it into the future is something we're all interested in seeing play out.